Good afternoon, Speed Gaming. Welcome to some more Link to the Past Randomizer tournament action. We are now in the quarterfinals. Today we have Schulzer versus P-Train, playing a little bit of Key Sanity. My name is Tracy M. With me today is Koi. How are you doing, Koi?
I'm doing all right. We're on the wrong audio, though. We should switch to P-Trains.
Oh, you like the vanilla audio too, yeah.
Well, I think chat would appreciate having the audio that actually matches the game we're playing. It's great that we have MSUs and everybody can play the music that they prefer. But if we have the option to have vanilla music, we should take it for the crowd, right? For the crowd.
Also pointing out that we have 3 hook shots on our hashtag. Not sure what that's going to get us, but it's certainly not something you see every day. Just gets us bomb in Link's house. And P-Train gonna go do the uncle check, where Schulzer looks like he's just gonna head to Kakariko from the south here.
Yeah, that's really unusual. Like, coming from the south is usually slower than coming from the north, and the main reason you would come from the south is because you want to get these 50-50 bombs, but you already have bombs.
He's got 5 now. I mean,
I don't know. It's
that's gotta be good.
nice 2 for 2 there.
Yeah, I know, right? Where's
when you have
my
0 bombs?
Where's my 2 for 2? I don't ever get that.
And I don't think it's gonna like really hurt Schultz or anything. Actually, it might help him if this is the only bottle. Because
do you go get that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And if P-Train comes in the top and that's his first bottle, he probably backtracks and goes to second.
Yeah, probably.
So, like, this actually works out for Schultzer if that happens.
On the other hand, if P-Train gets a bottle in Kakariko, then this will be a bit of wasted time. But yeah, I think you're right. I think you just go get it now.
And P-Train will be going to Kakariko from the top, starting in Lost Woods. We might get a lumberjack check here. Yeah, it looks like
it looks like he's going that way. You know, it's kind of money and 3 bombs. I might have skipped this and done it with the boots later, but nothing wrong with getting the knowledge right now.
He definitely could have gotten away with skipping it, but it's Key Sanity, so you're gonna do everything anyway.
Yeah, so true.
All right, so when P-Train, when you watch this back later, I want you to know that picking up every single one of those bushes is slower than walking around the lumberjacks. Just for later. This is for you, P-Train. I'm talking to you.
Yeah, and this is Key Sandy, as noted by the fact that we just have a small key of unknown usage sitting on the lumberjack. So we know nothing more than we knew before in terms.
It's probably just a Turtle Rock key.
Turtle Rock or Pod or Misery Mire, but there are a few really important ones that it could be. Let's hope now. Let's hope we don't ever have to kill Aga.
We checked Sick Kid, right? Did we miss it?
Yeah, I missed it.
Okay, there's probably nothing. ₹20 on Sick Kid. Okay, so it won't be a big deal if it does get skipped here by P-Train.
Yeah, bigger deal if he takes the extra time to go check it. Honestly, at this point.
I mean, he probably does go check it, but he may not. It is kind of aggravating to do all of Kakariko and then find a bottle.
Then get a bottle, yeah, exactly. Okay, so we have so far not a whole lot in the well. Except the flute. Flute's really nice. Actually, flute is nice for P-Train, because assuming that the bottle is the only one available, he can just flute right to it after he finds it. So it's not always out of the way.
Yeah, that's actually huge. Like, now there's no reason not to turn it in.
Early bow, that's nice.
And P-Train got the bow first, so that means he's winning.
So, of course, without an Eastern big key, the early Eastern play with the bow is not nearly as valuable, because that bow doesn't actually open anything until we find a big key.
Tracy, the early Eastern play with a bow is never valuable. The bow locks exactly one thing.
Yep.
And that one thing is locked by fire, too.
Yep.
So if the reason you're going to Eastern early in any seed is because you have the bow, your logic is faulty. There are other good reasons to go to Eastern, like how there's items there, and it's early. but the bow should not be your reasoning.
I mean, if it's a crystal dungeon and full clearable with that bow, then you go there. But of course,
Right,
again,
you're going there
sanity.
because of the crystal,
Yes.
not because of the bow.
Yes, that's a fair statement.
Like
Okay.
you're not going there because you think Armos is going to drop an item. You think he's going to drop a crystal.
Right. Okay, so there was a sword on the bottle vendor, and Schulzer with only 80 rupees right now, I do believe missed it.
So advantage P-Train. Those 50 rupees from the Uncle Drop mattering. But he has the flute, just like P-Train, so as soon as he does have money, he can just flute back and get it. Now, you might be concerned for Schulzer, though, because of what happened in his race yesterday.
Yeah, he was a little allergic to swords yesterday.
So yesterday in his game 2 race versus Moogle Charm, there was a sword at the dam from pulling the dam in the water outside. Schulzer went to the dam twice and didn't pull the dam either time.
And
so
with,
he just never got that sword. And then there was another sword in Waterfall Fairy that he just never routed in.
Well, and with Swamp Appendant, there was never a reason to go in there, so you're not pulling the dam for that and getting surprised by the sword that you skipped earlier.
Yeah, he just made a mistake and thought that he did something that he actually didn't do. So he didn't know he had skipped that sword there. But with not doing Bottle Merchant early because he didn't have rupees, and it also having a sword, I'm a little gun shy here. I'm worried for him.
Pretty ironic.
Hopefully he just flutes back there very soon and gets that sword.
And P-Train about to get that bottle. Like I don't think he checked this ahead of time. So we'll see. See if he flutes straight back to Kakariko.
Doing race game blind in Key Sanity is pretty common.
Yeah, there's a lot more items that you might need.
So many things you need. All right, P-Train going to Sick Kid. Schulzer not going to Bottle Merchant.
I mean, there's plenty of other times you're going to be in Kakariko, so I gotta believe that he'll check it at some point, as long as he doesn't forget it. Which, with Bottle Merchant, you so often do it the first time.
Yeah.
It's very easy to forget that you didn't do it.
That's exactly the kind of thing that you would skip early, 1 out of every 100 seeds, and then you just forgot you didn't do it.
Yep.
Because you did it in the other 99 seeds, so why wouldn't you have done it in this one? He did pull the dam, yep. It's all good.
Just a compass, not gonna bother.
P-Train with the immediate flute to Agina.
Yeah, I kind of like this with flute.
I would have liked it more if he had waited until he had somewhere to save and quit to.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do back of escape now. So
didn't he already do that?
No, we saw that on Schulzer's side.
Oh, okay. Then it makes sense that he did Agina then. Because you want to wait to go to Agina until you're actually going to save and quit to somewhere.
Right, somewhere that because you don't want to have to walk out of there and flute.
So and then the same for going to Hobo or Zora or something. It's better if you're going to the mountain next or something.
Well, we've got a hook shot now. We can do some good stuff on the mountain.
Oh, Kakariko.
There we go. I'm gonna get that.
Okay,
sword.
We're good. Everything's fine. What a compass is doing, Key Sanity? Nothing important. It'll give you an item counter in the dungeons. But typically runners don't use that because they just have trackers or remember.
Yeah, I like the item counter. There are certain dungeons that are easier to keep track of that sort of thing than others, but I'm not going to walk out of my way to pick up a compass. That one's free. Although Swamp House is one of the easiest dungeons to count.
Schulzer going in front of escape here. And with the weapon, we got to think he's probably going to go all the way, not just do the Uncle Drop.
Yeah, I mean, probably going to do all the way and even do Dark Cross. Pretty easy to do with just a sword.
Yes, it is true that the map and the compass are logically required to collect the prize of each of the dungeons.
Yeah, I mean that's something that it's one of those good to know things, but the only time I would even consider basing a decision on that is if it's, some sort of pendant I don't want to go to otherwise. But hey, you've already got map, compass, and all the keys to put it in
It
logic.
is it is almost completely useless to know that.
Yep, almost
There
completely
there's
useless. Exactly right.
an edge case somewhere where it might matter. Like I sequence broke 4 items to get to this area, and then I found out that vitreous isn't going to be the answer or something. The problem with that logic is that the boss is before the prize, so the boss can drop
Right,
your map or compass. That
right.
gives you access to the prize.
So far, Schulzer getting a big key to Skull Woods, which probably is meaningless. Just a fetch quest key.
By prize we mean pendant and crystal. The item dropped by the boss is different.
And the main reason that they do that is so that we don't have a GT full of maps and compasses.
Right.
We want the maps and compasses when they're useful to actually show up.
Spreads the useless things out a little bit more evenly.
Yep. Hey, look, there's a map of Hyrule Castle and Hyrule Castle.
Fantastic. I don't think there's a prize of Hyrule Castle though. I think that map can just be anywhere.
I'm pretty sure that's the case. But today it decides to be in its vanilla location because, reasons.
I'm having trouble keeping track of where everybody's been. We've seen everywhere, but I'm not sure who's been where.
Well, P-Train has done Agena, and I think they've both done Ice Rock Cave and the rest of South Shore.
Did he die before getting the chest or after?
I think it might have been before. I don't recall an item.
Did we? Uh-oh. He didn't get the Zelda Cell chest? Oh no.
That's
I'm sure it's nothing. Dude, it costs like a whole minute to go back down there.
It's terrible.
This is a I either do it right now, this second, or I'm never ever coming back.
Chat saying, surely it's just a compass. P-Train's already done the uncle, so he's just going to go ahead and do these 2 checks. We'll find out shortly whether it's important or not.
Did you make Windows sounds, or was that on me?
I did not make any Windows sounds. Yeah, the meow, on the other hand, is mine. I wasn't sure if
I heard the meow, but I also heard, like, Windows sounds, like, bling. I guess it was me. Alright, well, P-Train is headed towards Zelda Cell, so assuming he doesn't also get bullied, we'll find out what was there and if Schulzer is
in trouble,
dead in the water.
I mean, it'll just be a sword, right? Because that's what Schulzer seems to want to skip. I mean,
no, he found a sword in Dark Cross. He's good.
There's 2 more. Green pendant in Swamp. I guess I missed that on P-Train's side. So early hook shot in this one. Green pendant Swamp where we don't necessarily need the hook shot. Yeah, okay. Three hook shots on the hash. Does that mean we have to follow the hook shot early or something?
I don't think it means anything at all. Actually, pretty sure we can just ignore what icons are in the hash. Schulzer going into Eastern Palace, which is not that big a deal. It's very likely P-Train will end up doing this too. But he won't do it this quickly because P-Train is a lot more likely to be going to East of Mountain.
Yeah, I think he goes to the mountain. I think he's stalling a little bit, hoping to get a hammer or a mirror so he can get into Hera, but other than that, yeah. Okay, so what do we have here?
It is silvers. Okay.
Well, okay, so Schulzer's never getting silvers. But he'll be fine without silvers. So
it'll be okay. It'd be so funny though. In like an hour and a half when Schulzer's fighting Ganon, and he does like the 12 hits in phase 1, and the 12 hits in phase 2, and then the 4 hits in phase 3, and then Ganon says, "Did you find the silver arrows in Hyrule Castle?"
I know, right? Yeah, I think he'll know.
Schulzer may go back and get that before the end, but if he does, it's just a straight time loss.
Yeah, I can't imagine that. I mean, that's got to be hard last location at this point. I don't know that you go there unless you have nothing else left.
If you're at the pyramid with the mirror, right, and
Yeah,
your
okay.
remaining options are like, I can go Caneless Ice Palace, or
Okay, that's fair.
Or I can go to Mire with no fire or something. Like, yeah, okay, let me just grab this one check real quick. Thankfully, lack of silvers will not prevent him from finishing the seed. That's
not
the
at all.
important thing.
And here is the mountain play from P-Train. Gonna go ahead and rescue the old man first. Have we gotten anything out of Eastern?
No, just some keys. No. Nothing critical. Looks like he got the Swamp Big Key and a Turtle Rock Key and an Ice Key.
Turtle Rock Key is potentially needed. The Swamp Big Key, probably not. The Ice Small Key. Convenience item to some extent. And
Schulzer knows
this
isn't going to be the answer because this is out of logic.
Yeah, but I mean, doing it right now anyway, since you're here.
Yeah, you're not going to skip it.
I mean, I just mean
he knows he's got to be going somewhere else, and he's probably thinking about what place he wants to go to.
And it's just rupees. He
has what, Agena Cave, Zora's in logic, Spectral Rock Caves in logic.
Yeah, I imagine you do Agena first and then do the mountain. That's a nice hammer for P-Train. Oh, he hasn't done Ice Rod Cave
too. I like to save the old man and then do Agena's Cave, and then I can just save and quit straight to the mountain.
Oh, I like that.
It's not like a big deal or anything, but I prefer to do that. Oh, the hammer.
So we can do. Okay, I think he's just gonna save and quit to just start back in the mountain. Do East Death Mountain and do Hera at the end. We can. We do have the Hera Big Key. We don't have the small key, so we will be leaving one item behind. But logically speaking, the small key only blocks the one item. So.
I usually bomb jump in this situation. I wonder if that's even faster though. It might be.
Yeah, I don't know.
If P-Train save and quits, it's probably faster to save and quit.
I mean, I guess it depends on what you're doing next. Like, his fact that he's going
if you're in this situation where you're going to East Death Mountain next,
yeah, exactly.
I would bomb jump out and then hop down and hook.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not something I've ever timed.
P-Train is the kind of person who does time things, so I trust him.
There you go.
And Schulzer gets that hook shot, but gonna have to walk out of here. Depends on your health situation. Rocks are mean.
Oh, nice Moon Pearl.
Dark World access.
Yay. And a mirror. So we can get that big key that was sit on Spectacle Rock.
Something's happening here. Well, let's just go do Hera.
Yeah.
It's time, but yeah.
Absolutely. We can make it a little faster with the Hera pot. We've got a big key to actually open the big chest, so we're not even sequence breaking. I mean.
All right, so in true Rando fashion, our first dungeon is going to be a blind check of the pendant or crystal. Chat, do you believe that we will get a crystal from our very first blind boss? There are 7 crystals left in the game, and there are only 2 pendants because we know where one is. So that's greater than triple the chance that this is a crystal dungeon.
And yet, why do I think this is going to be a pendant?
Because it's always a pendant.
Small key to Turtle Rock. Okay, I just don't want to see a small key to Hera here. Let the small key to Hera just be hiding.
You're not
GT
playing
somewhere.
the game. It's okay to want bad things to happen when other people are having to play.
No, I don't. That's not my style.
How do you pick who you want good things to happen for?
I want good things to happen to both of them. Why should I?
You can't have it both ways, Tracy.
Why not?
You're just a fence sitter. That's what you are.
Okay, let's see what's in this big chest. Oh, hey, a piece of heart. And a map. Well, a map that we don't know yet, so map to Skull Woods.
P-Train moving on to our mystery Moldorm.
Also, interesting that Schulzer's just going and doing Spiral Cave right now. Maybe he's planning on doing Spike Cave after Hera.
I mean, he doesn't have the hammer.
He hasn't looked for the he hasn't found the hammer yet. I just assume he would have gone and
it works out because he got the mirror. Like it's gonna be fine because he got the mirror. All right, and Moldorm was a crystal.
It was a crystal.
It's a rando miracle. Schulzer's sprite, we asked him yesterday, is Drake the Dragon, I believe.
I don't know Drake the Dragon. I like it. It's one of my more.
And I forgot it. That's all the information I remember.
I do like that sprite. I think it's a cute sprite. Okay, so
Drake
Schulzer's gonna get that.
Word for dragon.
Schulzer will get his hammer now, and this is definitely where you'd want to do that bomb jump.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's no question you do it here. 1 heart. Who cares?
I missed that Swamp Small Key was in Spiral Cave, so good that P-Train did it. Although with Swamp being a pendant, we may never care.
It's key sanity. We're going to Swamp eventually.
Probably. You're not wrong.
Also, we have the mirror and the hook shot and the hammer and the small key and the big key.
But no flippers.
And it's green pendant. What I'm saying, the flippers are coming. They're coming, okay?
Okay.
There's progression in Swamp. There is no question in my mind. We're probably multiple required items in Swamp Palace.
But first, we check Hype Cave. Big key to Misery Mire. That's potentially a needed big key. And a whole lot of junk otherwise. I mean, Blue Boomerang's not so bad.
It's not great.
No.
Schulzer only has a heart and a half. He has to get this on the first try, or he's got a death orb. Or just climb normally. Yeah, he missed it. Oh, he has one more try. He's got blue mail. Never mind, he has no bombs.
Okay, Pod and Skull Woods are our red crystals, so that map we got of Skull Woods now completely useless.
Schulzer would have liked to get the Harapot there. I mean, it is faster to Harapot if you can do it quick enough.
Yeah.
But he also would have liked the fairies from the draw.
Go to rock map? Nice bomb jump to get to the big chest there.
Hey, the full heal. Clutch.
Yeah. Myers small key.
I feel like nobody skipped that pot like 2 months ago. In K45, it's faster to walk around the first pot, and that way you only have to lift one pot to get to the item. But like 2 months ago, no one ever did that. Like one person figured it out, and then just immediately the entire community just started copying them.
Isn't that how it works?
I mean, that's why everybody lifted the bush in inverted with the old man, right?
Yep.
And then I think one person did it and said, "Hey, this is faster," and then everyone's like, "Oh yeah."
And I think it's been since proven that it's not faster, but
it's not faster at all.
Nice red mail at the date game. P-Train gonna mirror and head over to Kakariko. Probably gonna do some Village of Outcasts. Oh no, he's gonna flute. I guess it's still faster to flute to 3 if you want to go there. Or turn in the mushroom first. Not doing this off a save and quit, so he's not thinking in terms of ever fake powdering.
I mean, why would you?
Yeah. Every once in a while. Every once in a while it pays out.
You missed the arrow. P-Train, the arrow. P-Train. Yeah. Oh my god.
No, don't take the arrow. I know you like the single arrow, but he's got silvers. He doesn't need that arrow. So looks like Schulzer's going to go from a north to south route for Dark World. Not going to do Hype Cave yet. There's nothing in there that was crucial at the moment, so yeah. So no reason to necessarily go that way. Looks like we're going to see some Skullwoods, in fact. I'm a big fan of the Key Sandy Skullwoods play, especially since we have a small key, so they don't have to steal a key and risk not having one to get to the back later.
Yep.
Skullwood's one of the dungeons that just gets so much more value in Key Sandy modes.
Nice mummy room. Very smooth.
Another pod small.
I mean, I don't think skipping Skullwoods is really. It's a lot more likely to hurt you than help you.
Oh, for sure.
In Key Sanity.
Okay, we do. Yeah, I was wondering if you remembered that he had the Skullwoods big key here. It's just some rupees. And P-Train can do the front 4 of Thieves Town. Most likely all he'll be able to do.
Slick little hook shot there.
I don't think we got much out of Skullwoods.
No, we didn't. I mean, this is all fine though, because P-Train's probably just gonna go there right after.
Yeah, Schulzer will probably do Thieves Town now that looks like he's heading over to
Significant though that Schulzer is not doing Graveyard Ledge. So
I wonder if P-Train will do that before Skullwoods.
Yeah, well, this is a result of Schulzer starting with Skullwoods, right? So when his option is like, well, I could go over to Graveyard Ledge, but then I'd have to come back, and I got to do it the slow way both ways, and I haven't even been to Hype Cave yet. But for P-Train, he's done Hype Cave, he did Village of Outcasts, he did Thieves Town, he's going to do Skullwoods, and then his decision on whether or not to go to Graveyard Ledge is a lot easier.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because he can flute away after he's done. So it's a one-way trip, and he hasn't found anything good to make it worth skipping.
And he won't find anything in Skullwoods, so.
So this one check could end up being like super significant. It's not like a forever skip location for Schulzer. There are other times he could go do it, but it'll definitely be a lot later than P-Train, assuming P-Train does go over there.
Yeah, it might be one of those ones where you try and where he tries to pair it in with boots checks up north.
Or hookshotting over on his way to Catfish or
Yep.
something.
That's another one. So yeah, we're gonna retrace each other's footsteps and find a whole lot of nothing.
Now, P-Train might decide he has better things to do than go to Graveyard Ledge as well. I mean, you have 3 keys for pod isn't perfect, but that's a lot of keys.
It's enough to do quite a bit.
It puts
Some of it's even
puts
in
a lot in
logic. You know? We got a bow too. And bow actually does block things in pod besides the boss, so you know. P-Train also hasn't been to Eastern yet.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to.
No, he doesn't. But I mean, if you're gonna be in, you know, if you go to pod and find nothing,
Yeah, that's
like as good a time as any to go in there.
That you haven't been to Eastern yet seems like a better reason to go to Graveyard Ledge.
You know, I have to agree with you there. Okay, so P-Train does have the Skullwood Speak key. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, they've been to all the same places except for Schulzer's dip to Eastern.
Yep. Okay, one more trash item in Skull Woods.
All right, and do we go to Graveyard Ledge?
He's not saving and quitting, so I think that's usually
get flued
indicative.
away.
Keep going. Yeah, he does have the mirror out, but yeah, you're gonna have that out for Graveyard Ledge too. But he's walking away, so this has got to be Graveyard Ledge. Might check Bumper Ledge on his way.
Yeah, I mean his route had just really lent itself to doing Graveyard Ledge here. He still has to go there the slow way, but that he doesn't have to make a return trip is very nice.
Yeah, Graveyard Ledge without boots or mitts to get things out of your path more easily is quite annoying. But also, like you said, not having to walk out of there is very nice.
Unless he wants to kern jump.
I mean, he could, or he could just save and quit and flute to 5. And I mean, I guess you could go to Catfish if you want to go to Catfish. Kern jump's probably faster.
All right, Graveyard Ledge. This could be a pivotal moment, unless it's 20 rupees. Okay, never mind, chat. Didn't matter.
There comes the flute. We're fluting
away. It
means
nothing.
It means that Schulzer might be able to route it in better and save more time. I don't know.
Yeah, P-Train actually lost time by getting this check. We're going fake flipper.
Yeah, we're gonna do some flippers checks.
Yeah, you're just there's so many items you could find that make your other locations not suck.
This is I just have to point out that this particular animation of this particular sprite is the creepiest. the floating link head.
All right, and Schulzer finishes the route as well. Where are we going?
Map to desert. Schulzer gonna go ahead and turn that mushroom in. See if he picks up his single arrow.
He needs it. What would you do without it?
So, you know.
Oh, doesn't even get the full heal from the potion shop girl.
And Schulzer also gonna do the fake flipper. Okay.
Yeah, I like the fake flipper here. I know normally I'm an anti fake flipper kind of person, but this is a situation where it makes a lot of sense.
I like it to the Zora play. I'm not a huge fan of checking out the bridge, just because the two just don't go together in the way people think.
Well,
just because
hobo's always slow is the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not easy to do hobo later, so you might as well just do it now.
Did he get a heal? He got a piece of heart there, didn't he? I think that was a
Yeah.
desert big, though, so that's at least something good. Oh, no, he's fine. Okay. Bobblehead Sprite doing weird bobblehead things.
Schulzer got it too.
Okay, fortunately, we don't care about that rupee sitting there on the ledge. Don't have to do any weird splash delete shenanigans. And now we get to check the one thing that actually is in logic over here.
Da 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 da.
Oh,
hey, that's
nice.
not terrible.
We don't have a fire rod yet, so
And
yeah,
now
you'll take the lamp.
even more things are in logic in pod.
Yep. You know, not having to do dark rooms is nice. And every once in a while, you'll have a fire rod behind a lamp, and it becomes hard required. So
It's weird that they're so even right now. Did P-Train do something Schulzer didn't? Or was it just the routing efficiency?
I think it's
Like
well, yeah,
well, graveyard ledge and then not having to like mirror and save and quit?
yeah, I think so.
But he may. I mean, Schulzer might end up throwing away this this lead he's generated by going to graveyard ledge later or going back to that chest in Hyrule Castle. Yeah, no, that's why I'm saying it's weird that they're even, because Schulzer had done Eastern and P-Train had not. So P-Train should be that Eastern ahead.
Okay. Unfortunately, I missed that quick map check that P-Train did, but we did get a little bit more information.
Somebody was paying attention.
Like, we have Ice Pals and Turtle Rock, just regular crystals. So we will need to find an Ice Rod. And we'll also be able to check on the Eastern Palace prize. P-Train can go ahead and just open that front door, which in this mode I completely agree with.
Well, Lumberjack was a key.
Yeah, Lumberjack's a small key, so it's a big to be determined.
Or am I missing a joke? I might be missing a joke.
Oh, hi, Mitz. That opens things.
It's funny though that that was only one key. That's all you needed to get that chest. So that we have three keys and a lamp. Didn't matter for getting the mitts.
And even a bow for these two checks. Of course, these hard require logically require a bow. Small key to Ganon's tower. Which potentially in this mode can be significant depending on where the Ganon's Tower big key is. I've seen a few seeds where it mattered when you're walking in and then you immediately get like two small keys in like Stalfos room or something, so.
you only need 2 small keys to full cleared Ganon's Tower.
Yep.
There are 4 total, and you get to Ganon's Tower so late in this mode that by the time you get there, if you don't have any keys, there's just keys in the tower anyway.
Yeah, I think I've seen as many as like 2 or 3 keys in Ganon's Tower, like 2 in Stalfos.
Like the chance that GT keys matter in this seed is incredibly unlikely.
Still, I'd rather have them than not.
For sure.
Oh, hi, Boots. Nice simultaneous Boots pickup. Schulzer's gonna do the 6-key harmless Hellway check and get a piece of heart for it. Big key of Turtle Rock, we need that. Quake, we might need. See if P-Train also burns this key. Yep.
Pretty standard practice to open this one on 3 keys. You could open this one, or you could open the vanilla big key, or you could kill the boss. But we don't have the big key for the boss.
Yeah,
so
we can't kill the boss.
You would just be saving the key for no reason. And you could do the vanilla big key, but then that would mean you might have to come all the way to the back later to get the harmless hellway.
Yeah, some people will do the harmless hellway one if they do have. Let me get this right.
I think it would have been
the big key. They'll do the harmless hell one. If they don't have the big key, they'll do the front one. Just
I think it would
because
have
now
been
there's
pretty
two checks
fair
back here.
to death warp out of the maze, and then just open vanilla big key. And
Yeah, I've seen that too. That's another one.
Because like you don't have the big key, so you're gonna go to the back later anyway to do the big chest.
Well, we did have a fire rod locked by the lamp, only logically, but hey, we have a fire rod now. So Schulzer are going to immediately follow those myths over and see what's going on in Meyer. P-Train says, I know Skullwoods is a crystal. I'm just going to go get it. I think both of these are fine choices.
Yeah. I think Skullwoods is fine here. It's just, what are you doing after Skullwoods? Like, are you going to backtrack through the dungeon and then do Booch Tex or Smith Sequence? Or do we just flute away?
No, desert? I think he flute away. We'll see what P-Train decides. And it looks like Ether for Misery Mire, which we have, so we can do it. We can't do it. We can go in. We can't finish it. No, without a cane, but
no, with that attitude. Why is it that joke never gets old? I don't know what it is. I every time anyone has ever said that, I chuckle.
I can't answer that. I don't know. Schulzer might go ahead and we found apparently desert is a pendant. I don't know how we know that. Oh, because Meyer is okay. So the map check must have showed us that Meyer was a pendant. And do we know everything else?
I don't know that. I let the tracker be in charge of that.
I'll trust that the tracker knows what he's doing.
I don't know anything.
I'm seeing a pendant listed for Desert Palace, and I'm going to trust the tracker has the information. Whether our runners both have that information, that's a different question. It looks like Schulzer is going to go into Misery Mire. It is 7 items they can get.
So why are we killing Lambo?
Why are we?
Yeah, why are we not killing Lambo?
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like the pendant's been removed there, so maybe we don't know. Yeah, I would think you would do that. I mean, maybe you get a Canis Mar. I mean, technically it's not in logic with the small key, but who cares?
Yeah, it's just, I guess, just in case it's a pendant, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so Meyer is a pendant. I see the P in the corner. With this being a pendant, I think going in here and getting the 7 items out of here without the cane is fine, because you just hope you never have to come back for the last one. Okay, P-Train's starting the mountain. This could... Okay. I thought maybe he flew somewhere from there, but he's got other plans. Okay, he's going to do the boots checks, it looks like. The one thing where it really is easier to do it from a save and quit, so... Well, that and back of escape, but that's long past.
He didn't check Lumberjack?
I think he was the one that did check Lumberjack.
Oh. Well, he's routing it in a different order than I would expect then.
Hello, hey! Small key. There's that small key you don't want.
all right. We've come full circle.
Well, at least we know that if they do Aga for the small key, it won't just give him Hera Basement.
That's okay, sure. A heart container.
Heart container. Hey, we got 2 rows of hearts on both players now. There you go.
Schulzer has an extra heart, so he's winning.
There you go. It's also on a fire shield, so. Okay, now P-Train's gonna do these Mire Desert check. We'll see if he decides to finish up Desert. Well, I shouldn't say finish up, because we can't do everything, but we can at least get the dungeon prize.
Thieves Small, always
is an
happy
interesting one.
to see that.
Yeah, very, very happy when I know I don't have to worry about orphaning the big chest there. I think... Oh, he's got the bridge still. So one more check.
I like to go to the big key door to get to the bridge here. Because what if the bridge is Samaria?
Yeah.
Not worth it this time, though.
Nope. Okay, P-Train is just gonna go ahead and finish this off. Oh, hey, look, it's a crystal.
Yeah, I don't know why Schulzer didn't do Lamo first.
Oh, his...
I mean, I can only think he was just worried it might be a pendant.
Yeah, he doesn't have that map, apparently, so... But I probably just wanted to do the Myra stuff first in case something showed up.
That's true, Ari. I didn't think about that. You can just hover from the bridge.
Well, some of us can hover from the bridge.
P-Train can.
P-Train definitely can.
Slowest cutscene ever. Okay, here we go.
So is it the slowest?
All right. Here is where the silvers matter. The value.
There you go. Now, I mean, Schulzer's gonna just do this fire rod, which is not too bad either.
The slowest cutscene is always the one you're doing when you complain about how slow the cutscenes are.
Fair enough. It doesn't get the one cycle.
Well, yeah, he doesn't have silvers.
Well, you can still get it with the fire rod. You had 6 shots with
Not when it matters. Alright, P-Train gonna finish up what he can in Desert. Schulzer already did all that. Where are we going? No, checkerboard, yeah. Alright, so what's our play right now? Hair basement, right? Definitely hair basement.
I mean, you could do ice. We don't have a cane, but like
I don't like doing ice.
We don't have flippers though. Yeah, no flippers to put it in logic.
I'm gonna go out of logic to skip an item.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Smith's isn't terrible. Schulzer gonna go Skullwoods at the least.
Yeah, I think that makes sense for Schulzer. We'll see what P-Train decides.
Smith is pretty
Dark
terrible.
Death Mountain? Yeah, Dark Death Mountain seems
like
a choice too. I mean, it's not Mirrorless Smith, so there you go.
And we could do Spike Cave on this equipment. I don't know what he has in his bottle, but I mean, you can do it on 12 hearts with hookshot boots if you're skillful, which they are.
He does have at least a blue, so he could definitely use the bottles if he wanted to do Spike Cave right now.
Actually, you might not even need to do dashes. Like, because with the red mail, you can get like a boost from a bomb.
Okay. Yeah, 14 is usually the number that I look at in terms of doing it without any help. Not that there's no logic to that. Like, the logic is still you need to have blue cane or cape. Imagine Spike Cave going into logic because you found a million heart pieces,
They were gonna do it.
Were they? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that was at one point in time. That was the plan, and then I know I definitely made my case against it, and other people did as well, and they changed their mind.
Okay, medallions are double ether.
The problem was you would have to have been counting all the heart pieces and heart containers that you didn't pick up throughout the game in order to know whether or not the check was in logic. And that just sounded really not fun.
Well, especially with heart pieces, you know. Ah, they're pod small key. Hey, some of the back stuff is now in logic. One more of those and we can just not worry about finding the rest.
And there goes Mothula for Schulzer. And
hi,
the
Kane.
Kane. Oh, that's not great. There's our ice rod.
Yeah, we still can't finish Turtle Rock, though.
Here's the problem. Pete Train only has 2 TR keys.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That Misery Mire key doesn't help.
Yeah, we're gonna go into Turtle Rock. This is bad news for Pete Train. Because he needs one more to get to Trinex.
God, were the other ones in like Eastern and or...
One was in Eastern for sure. I don't remember where the fourth
was the other
one
one maybe in Mire?
No, Pete Train did Mire. Didn't he?
I don't think so. I think only Schulzer did Mire. Oh, 2 in Eastern. Okay,
oh, it was 2 in Eastern.
Chat's saying 2 in Eastern. Oh, hey,
I know he got
Logic.
it was like an ice key or something in Eastern. I guess that too.
Schulzer learning that there's a small key sitting on Lumberjack. At this point, the only useful small key that could be would be Desert. Locking just the 2 items. So we're probably not going to see that get picked up. I mean, I suppose it could be a pod small key. So, I mean, chances are it's logically needed, but I don't expect it to be actually needed.
Are we ignoring Skullwoods?
Well, I said logically needed.
No, in chat. Did he get the Eastern big? Is that what happened?
He just got he just got the Eastern
funny.
big.
So you have to double dip one or the other.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one I would rather double dip.
Yeah, it's
probably Eastern. I think I'd rather double dip Eastern.
Yeah,
right?
I think so. Yeah.
Unless he saves the portal. At
he could.
Where can he save the portal at? I guess he could steal the key and save it at Laser Bridge.
Yeah, Laser Bridge is where you would.
No. But then that makes getting a lot of
he doesn't.
Gross.
No, he's not. He has no more small keys. Oh wait, because he can steal the key here.
Yeah, so he will steal the key here, and he'll go to Laser Bridge.
All the way to Laser Bridge.
And then hopefully, he goes straight to Eastern because it's a full playable crystal, and then gets his Turtle Rock keys and just comes back and uses the portal, right?
Yep.
Schulzer, meanwhile, not going to Dark Death Mountain, going to go into Ice Palace. Sequence broken. No flippers, no big key, no Kane.
No Kane for convenience.
This is kind of a big play for Schulzer. I mean, he knows it's a crystal, so like there's value to be had here. Yep. But there's also a lot of risk involved.
Now, we don't necessarily hard require flippers in this seed because Swamp Palace is a pendant. But with all the items in Swamp Palace, as we discussed earlier, good chance we are going to need to go in there at some point. Nothing in Mimic Cave.
You do Icebreaker too much, Schulzer. Your execution on these rooms is lacking because you don't get enough practice.
Yeah. That room done well was really fun to watch.
Bambos.
Bambos is nice. We don't need it today, but you know, if you want to use it in Ice Palace, Petrin has that option. Save a little bit of magic on the Cold Stare fight.
For Go mode, what do they need for Go mode? We need Petrin needs a TR key and Pod big key.
Odd big key is a big one.
And that's it.
I think that's it.
Wow. Okay.
If it were me, I'd like one more GT small, so I don't have to rely on the GT small showing up there.
It's gonna
But yeah,
stop freaking out about the GT
I'm not
small.
freaking
it's
off.
gonna be okay. Trust me. Trust me.
Well, okay. Let me put it this way: I'm not going out of my way looking for a GT small, but I would be much happier to see it on my path. Is that better?
No. I liked it better when you were freaking out.
Oh, I see. Oh, hey, tempered sword's nice. A useless map. Okay,
well,
big key.
P-Trade has the lead, you guys. I think this much is clear.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't save the portal. P-Trade, you
P-Train.
You could have saved the portal.
Oh. I mean, it is a lot faster to go through Turtle Rock the second time, but yeah, much faster if you could just drop down to that.
It would have been so perfect if he saved the portal. He would have to death warp twice in order to preserve the portal, I guess. So it would have cut into the time save.
Yeah, because you'd have to. Yeah, you'd have to death warp. Well, okay, so you do Eastern.
Yeah,
and
so,
then do
he would have had to do
pod.
Eastern first, and then he would have to like go to pod and then death warp.
Right, death warp after pod.
Then
go to, yeah, okay, yep. Because ice is this little isolated spot where
it's still a time save.
Like, to
get
back.
Saving the portal at the bridge is like a 3-minute time save. So I mean, and instead of death warping, he could just do Eastern and then go to Turtle Rock and just climb the mountain an extra time.
Yeah, that's
but
also not.
All those things cut into the time save. The 3 minutes, he wouldn't get the full amount of it.
So the good news is it's only one extra pod small. He's not going to be wasting any time checking other pod things. So he's just going to go ahead and finish pod, get the, he's hoping for a small key to Turtle Rock just on Helmasaur. He's not going to get that, but then he'll just mirror to Eastern and he'll get all his Turtle Rock smalls there. Okay, meanwhile, Schulzer having skipped a bunch of things. He will never have to come back to Ice Palace. The fact that he doesn't have that big key, the fact that he doesn't have Flipper is not going to matter.
Yeah, it costs so much time to route it the way he did without the cane and not in go mode. P-Train's going to be here for all of like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it could be a very quick Ice Palace. Also, Schulzer, not on Tempered Sword yet, so he's going to just use the Fire Rod. And use that bottle of, I guess, green. I'm not sure if it's green or blue, but either way, refilled his magic. I think that's a good choice. You have like the amount of time you save probably is better. You just go buy another potion, and it's probably still less time if you really want that potion. Okay, Schulzer, where are we going now? Now we're going to the mountain, and now we're about to get that cane of Samaria. When you go into Ice Palace in that situation like Schulzer, you're really, really hoping to find a cane of Samaria there. And that your opponent will just never go there until they absolutely have to.
In Final Fantasy VII, in the first main area of the game in Midgar, there's a part near the end of that section where you have the option to storm the front or to go up 100 flights of stairs. And if you go up the 100 flights of stairs, you're rewarded with a Mega Elixir. I have never used that Mega Elixir in any run of that game I've ever played, but I always get it. That's what happens if you don't use your potions. Don't be like me, chat. Use your potions when they have value.
Yes.
Don't
don't
wait for the perfect moment. Just get them out of the way.
Okay. P-Train very shortly going to be in go mode as soon as he finds one of these TR small keys. Probably won't even get the second one.
Was that it? Oh, that was it. Yeah, go mode!
There it is. Go mode.
Go mode for P-Train.
I mean, Schulzer's not too far away from go mode, but
Far enough.
still has, like, he's going to do all of Turtle Rock here because he's got all the small keys. I believe that pod big key was on Laser Bridge. At least he will get the sword, unless he's one of those weird people that routes Laser Bridge from bottom to top.
Actually, I always go all the way up the stairs to get the Mega Elixir, and then I go all the way back down the stairs and storm the front anyway.
Oh no.
No, we have no information on where these flippers are. But it's okay, we don't need them.
Probably behind one of the pod smalls, and it's probably the pod small sitting on Lumberjack or something dumb like that. That Lumberjack small key almost certainly logically required, but fortunately, we do not need to stay in logic in these. It's good to keep it in mind to make decisions, but in the end... don't necessarily need to. Okay, so Schulzer has his East. Yeah, this is the big key finishing dungeon. We had the big key to Eastern. I forgot about that. Also the big key to Pod.
Just go to Turtle Rock, you guys.
Yeah, Turtle Rock.
Where were silvers? P-Train found the silvers in Zelda's cell. Schulzer found a quick death in that room and didn't actually open the chest. Schulzer is only missing the pod big key for go mode, and it is on Laser Bridge, so he's on his way to go mode.
Yeah, he will get it. He won't have to come back to Turtle Rock, at least for him. But he also still needs to go back to Eastern and Pod and finish those off. Meanwhile, P-Train gets a very quick Ice Palace, and even without that portal save that he could have had, still gonna have a fairly quick romp back through Turtle Rock because everything's already open.
Pod big key on Laser Bridge.
So yeah, I don't think P-Train is that far ahead, but I think it's ahead enough.
He's pretty far ahead.
Yeah. Like, I'm not sure this is within big key routing, type thing. Oh, hey, big key to
Nice, big, nice.
That's awesome. It looks like P-Train had no Ice Palace small key, so good that he remembered to grab that one.
One possible issue is P-Train might not get a second GT key. But I berated Tracy earlier
conversation
for talking about how the GT keys were gonna matter or something, and I'm like, they never matter. What are you talking about? So
I have seen, like I said, I have seen as many as like 3 GT small keys. If you do go into GT with one small key, you skip Firebar Room.
Yeah, you just skip that one chest and it's fine.
And you hope you don't have that 1 in 22, but chances are you're gonna get a small key in there.
So it's like a 1 in 22 chance that the big key is in the one check P-Train's not going to do, and then it's whatever % chance that there's not another small key in the dungeon that would then let him do that check anyway.
Yep.
So I'm talking like 1 in a million. But Tracy doesn't watch movies, so she won't understand my joke.
Okay.
You're supposed to say, so you're telling me there's a chance?
There's a chance, yeah. Okay, P-Train gonna head back to Turtle Rock and finish off that dungeon. But yeah, I mean, I guess essentially that'd be Schulzer's out. It's the small key troll.
Yeah, it's a really tiny out, but it's
I
there.
mean, I think I'd rather have the big key on the torch out, honestly, than this one, if I were needing an out like that.
All right, well, Schulzer does finish Turtle Rock before P-Train gets back. But this is the last thing P-Train needs to do, and Schulzer has to go do 2 other bosses.
Yeah, I mean, as much as it's a big time save to have gotten that mirror portal, and I still think even with the deaths, I think I agree with you, it'd still be a bigger time save. This is still pretty quick when you have all the doors open and you just go through. I mean, the dream in Key Sanity is to just have four small keys and
I don't
do
know
this
if you do
dungeon
that.
and just go mode the entire thing, but
I don't know if you do the 2 death warps. I think maybe you just do the extra mountain climb instead.
I think that'd be, yeah, I mean, either way.
Well, it's just like you're on red mail, like 14 hearts.
Yeah,
And like there's nothing good outside of pod to death warp on.
yeah, Ice Palace is very easy to death warp out of. You just walk back in, let the freeze ore get you. But yeah, you're right. Pod is a terrible place to try and death warp.
You lose value too because you can't mirror from pod to eastern like he did.
Yeah, that's
So I
also
mean,
a very
I
good
think
point.
altogether maybe you end up saving like a minute if he saved the portal.
Okay. See, you see, he's already down to the rail maze. You know, just
Yeah, you can just skip all the things. Super fast. But who kills their boss first? Schulzer or P-Train?
well, Schulzer has to go back to Eastern as well. So,
Well, I mean, just this one boss anyway.
I think P-Train's a little bit ahead there.
You think P-Train gets Trinex before Schulzer gets Helma?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be close though.
The cutscene is really hurting Schulzer in this race to a boss.
Like this, as we watch the cutscene go, you know.
Nice backdoor strats from P-Train. Making quick work. Well, he got to Helma.
Oh, he's doing the bomb thing too. I see a few runners do the bomb thing on the.
It's a quick swap strat.
One of those. You who don't use it, and I who am very bad at quick swap. For us.
But the idea is like bombs do a significant amount of damage to his mask, but you can only have 2 out at once. So with quick swap, you just put 2 out and then go back to hammering. Oh yeah, 7 crystals. We have 7 crystals.
We have 7 crystals.
P-Train is headed into Ganon's Tower. In Ganon's Tower, we have 22 item locations, one of which will contain the big key that he needs to finish the seed. If you'd like to guess which of those 22 item locations has the big key, now is the time to get your number in the chat. There is no reward. That is all.
Okay, let's see which way we're going first. Okay, going to the left first.
Okay, that is surprising, actually.
Well, he could be doing, you know, essentially the dark magician thing, and mirroring out and... See if he mirrors out of here.
Oh, well.
There it is.
There you go. Never mind. We did it.
Yeah, I guess the only other big key left is Thieves Town, so like it was a pretty good chance. So once we saw one, it was going to be the one we needed. 'Cause I've been fooled before. Hey, here's a big key. Oh wait, is not the one you want.
As long as you remember not to mirror too fast.
I want to say somebody did that this tournament early on in the group stage.
I've seen it
I
several
can't remember.
times.
Those are going to finish up the Armos Nice, head up the mountain.
Nice top right. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not enough game left.
No, there really isn't. I mean, the type of mistake that P-Train would have to make to give Schulzer a chance is not going to happen.
I'm not sure what the difference between them is, like, in time. Maybe, like, 5 minutes?
Yeah, I think that sounds reasonable.
Take that, Wizropes.
You know, Wizropes in this game are just not as scary as they were in Zelda 1.
Or any Zelda game, I think.
Like, in Zelda 1, like, Wizropes were like the annoying boss, the annoying enemy of that game. And when you watch, if you ever watch Z1R, it's like, oh no, not Wizropes in whatever location. P-Train, not gonna check anything. I mean, Gold Sword half magic might be nice, but really don't at this point. Just go.
Oh, and then Schulzer going to the right side first.
That's unfortunate.
See, I thought you would just go to the right side first because you want to steal the key from the right side.
Yep.
But I guess it doesn't matter as long as you never open that key door, then it's all the same, right?
Yeah, I think that's right.
But if you go to Ice Armos first, then you spend your key, and you can't go here. So as long as you go to Compass Room before going to Ice Armos,
Yeah,
and then you don't open the extra door, then you're fine on one key. Schulzer actually has 2 keys, so he can even open that extra double firebar room.
Okay. Aga 2 for P-Train.
Was he YOLOing? I think Schulzer understood that it was likely he was behind with the Ice Palace play, like, being completely pointless. And when you know you're behind, then Tower Room is a really great way to possibly make a difference. Like, if P-Train actually last located Tower Room and then Schulzer did it first, Schulzer might actually have won if that was the big key. Like, it's a very powerful play sometimes.
It's a gold sword. Nice, I guess. P-Train is dropping into Ganon, though, so that gold sword not going to really help any. Yeah, P-Train doing a very, very nice job with this Ganon fight. Already on phase 3.
Meanwhile, Schulzer picks up the big key, headed up the gauntlet now. So yeah, like 5-6 minutes.
We should get a double here. Yeah, very nice Ganon fight from P-Train.
Down goes the big pig. P-Train takes first place in game 1 here between P-Train and Schulzer. GG.
Finishes with an official race time of 1:15:35. I think he's already here.
Hi. GG.
GG.
GG's. Thank you.
Just go to Turtle Rock.
Apparently.
No,
Yeah,
there were moments where we weren't sure if you were going to win, but then it was very clear you were going to win for a while.
Yeah, TR smalls were kind of annoying, but at the same because I went to TR, I still had a lot on the map that I could have done early.
Yep.
But after finding both the pod and Eastern Big Key, and then at least with the one TR key I found, I was like, oh, well, you either double dip Eastern or you double dip TR. So I felt a lot.
Yeah, which
better
is what
about
happened. Schulzer did do Eastern early. So when you were going into TR, Schulzer had all 4 keys, and we're like, oh no, P-Train's gonna double dip TR. But then you find the Eastern Big Key, and it's like, oh, never mind, doesn't matter. And then you find the pod Big Key, and it's like, oh, that's his go mode.
And you found it after the Tempered Sword, so at least you had the nice sword as well, so that worked out pretty well.
Yeah, this was kind of an interesting GT climb because it's hard to feel behind when you're entering GT at like the 1 hour 10-minute mark.
Yeah,
But
especially key sanity.
at the same time, though, I didn't feel like I did anything like I didn't feel like I did any like Galaxy Brain play. So I was like, man, if you like go to pod over like the bumper ledge and graveyard ledge and Skullwood stuff, then maybe you feel a lot like maybe your time's a lot faster, and I don't know. But at the same time, I thought that it's probably, especially with Flute, very likely that maybe you do Eastern over Agena, so you get that late hook shot.
Yeah.
And if Flippers are in Eastern, then I'm probably on a really good route.
What actually happened was Schulzer chose to do Ice Palace over Dark Death Mountain. So he fake flippered.
Oh,
caneless,
keyless,
No
big key.
Yep. I think he had a small key. I want to say he had.
That's the only thing he had was a small key. But he went after the guaranteed crystal over.
Yeah, it turned out, and just to add an extra sense of humor to the seed, the Ice Palace key was in lava chest behind 4 TR smalls.
Oh wow!
Which he had.
Which he did have, because both TR smalls were in Eastern.
Yeah, I was once I got the TR small key in the very first chest to Eastern, I felt really good about a lot of things. So I was just like, let's just go. I'm not opening up any chests. We're just gonna go to GT. We're gonna crush this seed.
Yeah,
and then I'm on my way to Trinex, and I'm like, wait a minute, I only have 1 GT small. And that's like never something I've ever had to think of ever. And
it can come up.
I was worried.
I mean,
I
you
think
just
I worked
route
it
it
out though. As long as I don't do firebar chest, I think I'm good though. So
Yeah, that's the idea. You make sure you do compass before you run out of keys, and you
Yeah, it would have had to been the big key in the firebar room, and there being no other GT smalls in GT.
in GT. Yeah, we only ever saw one other, so chances are you were going to be good.
yeah, I was worried that they were like all on my way to ice or in the back of Eastern, and
Yeah, remind me, did
Schulzer's
you
got
never went into Meyer, right? That was another
did
thing.
not.
Yeah, so Schulzer also did
Oh,
a
that
full
was the other
Meyer
thing.
dip. Yeah, didn't actually, obviously didn't finish the dungeon because didn't have the Canis Mari at the time. But yeah, there
Because
was.
I think I had Dark Death Mountain over Meyer, and I was like, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
I think Schulzer would have had the lead if he just went to Dark Death Mountain over Ice Palace, because he had more efficient routing on the overworld.
Yeah, like that makes sense.
He
The
just
Ice Palace.
because he went Skullwoods just down to Hype Cave, where you did it in like 2 chunks.
Go
then,
mode ice versus not go mode ice is
He
pretty
skipped
significant.
like Graveyard Ledge and Zelda's Cell.
Yeah, that was a. Yeah, he died at Zelda Cell and
Never went back.
Never went back, and which is fine. Going back would have been cost more time than the silvers would have saved, but it was pretty amusing to find out afterwards. And I'm glad he's still playing here because we'll have to, if he comes in, we'll have to ask him how he felt when he saw this hint about to come up. Did you find the arrows in Hyrule Cat?
That pause. Oh, he's done. He's done. Yeah, he's done.
Oh, that's so good.
he learned what he wanted to learn. Anything after that moment would be completely pointless. Wow. All right. Well, GG to Schulzer,
GG to
you guys.
Schulzer.
He didn't accidentally fall. He was just messing around.
He was just done in a different way.
What a jet seed, man.
I mean, for
115 key sanity,
120,
that is fast.
yeah, 150. Yes, that is really fast. Shout outs to the almost certainly logical small key sitting on Lumberjack.
Could be like, I mean, I don't know.
It'd be like Skullwoods or something.
Well, it's still logical.
It looks like Schulzer found the Thieves Town small.
Yeah.
I think that was in
I
Meyer.
don't know. I guess it has to be like an ice or a skull big. Maybe it's a GT big or GT small. Who knows?
Yeah.
Or the
I mean, that's still
Desert Small,
logical. I
never
mean,
found
those
that.
are all still logical small keys.
Yeah.
I mean, we had access
this
to
was-
it like super fast.
This was just a cozy key sanity seed. Like I
Ah.
never felt like I had to make a really bad decision. Like pulling the trigger on Pod was probably the hardest decision. But with Pod and Eastern and a mirror and a handful of Pod keys, I didn't even feel like that was like the worst decision to make. So I don't know.
I can't believe we
Felt
never
like
went
a
to
good seed.
Swamp. I mean, like early, like when you guys first got Darkworld access, we had what small key, big key, hook shot, mirror, hammer. Like all we need is the
flippers.
Yeah. Oh, we were so
100%.
expecting.
It's
Oh
even
my
green
God.
pendants, so it's even more
Yeah.
items than normal. And we just
We
never
found them. I guess. I'm guessing it's behind those 6 pod smalls or something. I'm not sure what else we have. I suppose it could be like a
It's
Mr.
just
Meyer boss or
sitting
something
on the
dumb.
pyramid or something.
Did
Yeah,
Schulzer
I
do
mean, it could
Smiths?
be.
No, nobody did Smiths.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
maybe
Could
a
be there.
thing. Yeah.
It's.
Yeah,
I think it's really likely there is some logical progression in Swamp, but it's probably just pod keys.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that or any of the other small keys.
Yeah.
Desert, ice. Now, if I had remembered the GT smalls earlier, I definitely would have opened up like free chests in Eastern. I skipped the compass chest, even though there's no reason to.
The last chest
skipped
on
the
Laser
spike
Bridge.
chest. The
Oh, no, you
big
did
key
Laser
chest
Bridge.
and ice. Yeah, I did all Laser Bridge.
I was
But
thinking of
the big
something
key
else.
chest and ice, the spike chest, maybe even the Freezor chest. I don't know.
I mean,
But,
you have to check Laser Bridge because, like, if you hit that, if that 4th TR small is there, I guess technically be your 3rd, but You just finished TR right then and there. Now we knew that couldn't happen, but
Yeah, no, this was a fun one.
yeah, just I don't know if Schulzer's coming in, but he does say that he did have to make a statement with
Yeah.
I had to make a statement with that forfeit.
I mean, at least it wasn't like hard required.
Yeah.
Also know there's a German restream, so I don't know if he jumped over there or not.
Yeah, he
Yeah, it
might
may
have.
be.
Yeah, that could be as well.
Yeah.
Like if that chest had been like Eastern Big Key or something, then Schulzer just loses by like a million hours.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot better than it could have been.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I do have to head on. So thank you very much for the restream. Thank you for the comms, the tracking, all the work that goes into this. And GG's to Schulzer. I know that he's not on the interview, but if he's listening, GG's. Our next tourney match is tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, I believe.
Yep.
So that'll be game 2, and then
Are we getting inverted keys finally? Because you've got this impressive streak going.
yeah, it was my first match in groups was inverted keys, and I haven't seen it since. And honestly, I'm happy. It's probably gonna, like, whatever the most important match is. If I ever get an elimination match, it's gonna be that one, 100%. Hey, Schulzer, GG's.
There
man.
we go.
What? Stupid Silvers! Have to live today. I wasn't gonna kill him, it's not a logic without Silvers, yada yada yada. I was laughing when I let that Silvers in, so it's fine. But yeah, I should have
Yeah,
just
I mean,
I'm so mad about that one. I should have just done it sooner.
you mean Turtle Rock? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the Ice Palace play was unfortunate. I mean, at least he never had to go back, but yeah,
Yeah, the Ice Palace
it's so much
play-
slower than what it would have been.
Yeah, the Ice Palace play was mostly because I was dipping Maya and nothing was in Maya, and it was like, if you just go with mountain, everything is on the mountain, I probably lose anyway. So after Maya, I went for kind of off checks at that point, did boost checks, and Ice Palace was maybe I played it, could bring me back. But on hindsight, Flippers are probably Somalia logged in the sea, so I should have just stayed in logic at that point. But yeah, Silvers were annoying. I was staying like 1 pixel, or yeah, it was a little bit more.
Unfortunately, it wasn't the difference in the match.
Yeah.
It still feels bad, I'm sure, but yeah, it would feel much worse if it had been something, required and it cost you something, or if the race had been so close that P-Train having silvers and you not would have been made a difference. But yeah, in this case, it's just annoying.
Yes, but it all began like with the death, and then Heatherpod not working. I felt like I need to switch my play somewhat up. It worked out until I got pod, and then I switched it up again, where I just should have stayed on my normal path, and yeah, that was the turning point in this race. If I go to Darkness Mountain before Maya, I probably win this race, I think.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you probably would have won if you just did it before Ice Palace. I mean, Meyer didn't help, but you had the lead at that point.
It would have been close.
And double dipping Eastern is better than double dipping Turtle Rock, which is
For
what
sure.
P-Train did.
Especially since the Turtle Rock double dip include all the way down to Laser Bridge.
Oh, you went all the way down to Laser Bridge. Oh, that's...
Yeah, he only had 2 keys, but he stole one to get to Laser Bridge.
Yeah, I got those Eastern Palace keys early.
Yeah, the
That-
first chest of Eastern was my go mode, because that was my third TR small.
Yeah, that was basically the reason I didn't went up to the mountain, because I had 40 hours more early, and I knew it was like, I'm 1 item or like 2 items short from finishing TR completely. Let's search for it and hope it's not on the mountain, like both of them, and of course, and then there's both an Uxor Cave. That was the
No,
unfortunate point.
Yeah.
I go moded Eastern minus the first chest. I absolutely go moded Ice. And I guess that was about it in terms of go mode. I did DM strat, so I went basically straight to the big key by way of the torch. So
Yeah, I would have probably not done the other play, how's it called, Tythum, if I don't feel behind because of that Eastern Palace big key, but yeah. Just unfortunate. Looking to get another chance tomorrow, of course.
Yep, only
Think
game one.
I definitely have maybe better chances than other modes. Like if I realize maybe I'm
inverted keys is gotta come at some point.
like if I realize that I'm like basically okay, I was 4 items from go mode before clearing Desert Penance. I don't know. Like going up to the mountain was the play in the study, and I just decided not to do it. It happens, but yeah.
I like
GG's,
what Meyer
please
did.
say.
It was what 7 items in Meyer.
Yeah, I thought that was a fine call. And
Yeah.
I don't remember
It
anything
was
being in
tempting to
desert,
not
so
Meyer.
like because you had just done stuff in desert. There was like nothing there, if I remember correctly.
I can't remember why. I think I did the Zora area after Meyer, and I got the lamp because I think when I first had Meyer as a choice, I don't think I had a fire source, or maybe I did. I don't know. There
You
was some
had fire
reason why I didn't.
from pot.
No, you fake flip
Most
before
like-
mitts.
No, yeah. The fire
Wait.
rod was after the lamp for both of you for sure.
Okay, yeah. I can't remember why. Oh, it was keys. I didn't want to commit to the firelock side because I think I only had one Meyer small. And then, of course, shortly after, I found both of the other Meyer
Yeah,
smalls.
I mean, of course.
And I was like, oh my god, like, is Meyer actually the play? But at that point, I think I had already picked the mountain over Meyer. Because I wanted the TR information. Also, there's 6 items up there, so maybe that's, 6 items up there versus however many Meyer items were in Meyer at the time. It just seemed like a better play. At least, like, items per minute, it seemed a little better. With the caveat of adding an extra mountain climb potentially, but I didn't mind that so much. And, But no, Meyer was definitely tempting when I was in the area.
Yeah, it was just me hoping for getting one more item for TR. If I have 2 TR smokies, I probably just rush the mountain anyways. Because you do not know what you need for TR. Maybe it's not required. Yada 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 yada. Like that 4 TRs mod, like there is something in TR, but I need cane for it, but I don't want to commit to the mountain. Didn't work today. But yeah, I think that's all. Thanks for the commentary, guys. Thanks for the great speed lane. Yeah, looking to push this one to a game 3. I think I can. I have enough chances to do that. And yeah, see you all tomorrow.
Yeah, good luck. Thanks, Jules.
Yeah,
Thanks,
GG's,
Jules.
man.
And,
I'm gonna head out as well. I'll catch y'all
all
later.
right. Yeah, thanks, P-Train. Good luck to you too.
Thanks.
And yeah, that'll be it for us. We do have one more match on the schedule for tonight. That'll be GFE versus Zelga over right here on this same channel. That'll be at 9 o'clock tonight, 9:10 with the delay. And then tomorrow we have 2 races on the schedule. The aforementioned game 2 of this match and at 4:10. And at 5:10 we have game 2 of Airy versus Andy. Channels to be announced, so keep an eye out on the schedule to find out what channels you're going to want to tune into to find these races. But yeah, thank you, Koi. As always, a pleasure.
Yeah, you too.
And of course, shouting out our tracker, Darak, who always the MVPs behind the scenes. So huge shout outs to him. Thank you for doing the tracking. And we will see you all at the next one.
Bye, everybody.